Hey everyone, welcome to an incredibly short episode from your ISE Ambassadors. My name is James Fouts. I'm a third year industrial engineering student here, and I'm joined today with Dr. Jad Atweh.
Hello, how's everybody doing? So, my name is Jad Atweh. I'm an instructional assistant professor here in the ISE department. I primarily work on human factors and ergonomics type stuff, and my research is specifically on the cognitive part of human factors. So, if you've taken my class, we learned that there's physical and cognitive, and I'm more on the cognitive systems engineering. And I specifically look into how we can use eye tracking to design better systems for teams operating in, complex domains. And yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know if you know this, with the IC Ambassadors before I joined, I did an undergraduate research project where we used eye tracking to do resume analysis.
Oh, with Dr. Jang.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that one.
With Dr. Zhang, and it was me, Trevor Fye, who's our vice president here, and then we had another, Chelsea. She's great at what she did and what she does.
Nice.
Shout out Chelsea. But
Maybe
we did set up it was very rudimentary.
we can revamp that project and do new things.
They would love for anyone to help with the undergraduate research program.
I have like at least 3, maybe 4 working with me, and many of them are. So I have a freshman working with me. Shout out to Augusto. I have a couple of sophomores like Nee and Cami. I also have psychology student Cami working with me. That's the beauty of human factors, right? We can have some out of major
Crosses fields.
interdisciplinary for sure. Yeah.
So, Dr. Atweh, one of my first questions for you today was going to be kind of walking through your journey of how you ended up at UF. And if we were going to track that backwards, it would have been University of Florida, University of Virginia,
Correct.
and then the American University of Beirut
Correct.
in Lebanon.
Yep.
So I was kind of curious, how was the transition maybe from going to school in Lebanon to then coming to the States for your graduate programs and teaching now?
It's a loaded question, y'all. I don't know where to start. Okay. So I was born and raised in Lebanon. I grew up there, and funny story, just, it's probably what this whole show is about. So industrial engineering, actually this is perfect for this, I was going to say podcast, but yeah, it's perfect for this video. So when I was in high school, I was looking at, different majors to go into, and my parents had like so much high expectations, especially for like when we do those like official exams in Lebanon, like to get into the universities, like all the students take this exam. I ranked 10th in Lebanon. So they were like, you're going to do engineering. Like it was like, because, you're like a lawyer, doctor, and engineer. But like, I just like, well, I want to do what I love. It happened to be engineering. So like that worked for them. But then because I got such a high rank and they wanted for me to do something, like I don't want to waste it, right? Because I told them I want to do industrial engineering, and they were like, what is this thing you want to do? You're going to waste, like you're literally 10th in Lebanon, you're going to get a scholarship to go full ride. Like, why would you want to do all of that?
Because I feel like notoriously nobody knows what industrial
Yeah,
engineering
and
is.
especially that was like, it's not 2026, it was I'm not going to say how many years ago, but like let's 10 years ago, right? So like, yeah, so it was like 10 years ago or something. So like it was, and they were like, do mechanical. Why don't you do mechanical? So I actually got accepted into math, mechanical, and industrial engineering, which are all the 3 choices that I put. And then I committed to mechanical, funny enough. And I went to my first day, to my orientation, and I was just talking to literally the first day ever in college. And they were like, oh, here's the curriculum, here's everything. I was like, no, I can't do that at all. I love all the mechanical peeps here, but it's not a major for me. So I went to the registrar. I talked to them. I was like, I got accepted into industrial engineering. Let me switch. I switched without telling my parents for a while. And then I think for a whole semester and a half, I think towards the end of the spring semester of my first year, then I told them, by the way, I switched to industrial the first day, and there's nothing you can do about it. But it was also a new major. By the time I joined industrial at AUB, I think we only had one. I think none have graduated yet from that program. So the first year, there was, I think, the first graduation. So it was very new and very frustrating for people, but I took that, and probably now they're happy that I did that.
So top 10 in the entire country
Correct.
of a lot of people.
Yeah,
You have the
yeah. I don't know, at least thousands, right?
yeah.
But when I transitioned to the States, things are a bit different in terms of the country, obviously. But it's an American university in Lebanon, so the system was the same, right? The credits, fall, spring, summer semester, everything was the same. But they're two different countries, and we can talk about that too.
Did you have a spring break in Lebanon?
Good question. Let me tell you a little bit about how my undergrad was in Lebanon. To finish an engineering degree in Lebanon, you had to have, if you want to finish it in 4 years, like we do here, you have to take every summer 3 courses. So to finish up in 4 years, you have to take, so we didn't have any summer. So since high school, I never had a summer off. You have to take 3 courses every summer if you want to graduate in 4 years. I think it was like 170 something credits. So spring, we didn't have like this fall break or spring break. We didn't have those either. We had like some national holidays that we have, and those are usually like a day, maybe 2 sometimes. And that's about it. And
24.
literally robots, which
24/7.
I don't recommend.
And then did that change for you at Virginia? Was it nice to get maybe a summer? I don't know if you had a summer off, if you were doing research and doing work throughout, but did that mentality maybe stick with you as like, oh, I need to be doing something during the summer?
Yeah, it's a tough comparison because I was an undergrad in Lebanon, but then I went straight to my PhD program. So as a PhD student, it's different. Like, yes, you take courses the first 2 years, and we can talk about that. By the way, if you're interested in graduate school, just can come to my office and we can chat. But yeah, it's different. You have to be on top of things as a PhD student and to make it. But even though we had spring break and like fall break and like everyone else, especially when you're in the dissertation phase, all your days are the same. So we don't really get like you're working all the time. So even in the summers, but I do like it because you can manage your own time. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time, right? You can choose when you want to work and choose when not to work. I was same as a professor, so freedom is pretty huge, but also that feels like there's a lot of work and it never ends. So you have to know when you should do something you like. So
kind of like pushing a stone up the hill.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Or you got to know when maybe that stone's reached its limit and we're gonna go get another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get that nice walk down.
Yep.
To go get the other, and then you start it all over again.
Yeah. But that was my experience in Lebanon, honestly. And, in Lebanon, people don't like move out, right? Like the house, like that's just an American thing, right? For us, like in Lebanon, people stay living with their parents until like they get married. Like that's the rule. And unless your house is very, very far away from your university, then you go to dorms. But that's the only exception. So, yeah, just home and school. And I had a lot of friends. But yeah, I worked really hard. Now that I think about it, be like, oh my God, I should have enjoyed my life a little bit more. But probably I wouldn't be here. So, but yeah, that was my life in Lebanon. Pretty fun, very family oriented there.
I was gonna ask, what was maybe your favorite spot to visit, or like your favorite national landmark or area that you liked of your like in the country to go if you ever had free time?
In Lebanon? Ooh. Lebanon is so small for the people who don't know. It's very, very tiny. And we live in the city, which is a huge city, right, Beirut, but we also have a house in the south, and that's it's not a national landmark, it's just my house in the south. But it's really, really nice, and we go there. It's like in the middle of nowhere, and my mom, shout out to my mom, we built this house from scratch, and she took that initiative on. Like she built it literally like from scratch, and she never went to school, but she always wanted to be like an interior designer type stuff, and she put all of that passion into our house. So literally it was just olive trees, and now it's like a house. So yeah, that's where I really like to spend most of my time. In terms of like national stuff, we have a lot of like places to like hike and do a lot of those things, which I really, really like. So I just really like the downtown area. There's a place called Hamra, which is It's like the neighborhood around where the university was located, Bliss Street. Shout out to AB people who's never gonna watch this. Oh my God. Yeah. There's also like there's a lot of things. We have like a grotto type thing. It's called Mghart Jaita, and I'll help you find that picture. It's almost made it to the 7 wonders of the world, and I really like it there too. I'm actually like blanking, but there's a lot of really good places that I love. Shuwen, also show you Shuwen. Hiking there is nice view. Also just taking a look at, like I'd be in class and then I just look at the window and just the Mediterranean because like right on the coast. So I also miss that, just walking on the Corniche, we call it, right? And literally like you walk to the building, you exit the building, and then you just cross the street and there's the Corniche and there's the Mediterranean. So I do miss it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, here you can cross the road and you're at Raising Cane's. So.
Oh my God, Raising Cane's. Yeah.
That was my dinner yesterday.
Really? What did I eat yesterday?
I was just like really feeling like chicken tenders and fries, and I was like, I want that. That sounds good.
I can't remember what I ate yesterday. Wait. What was yesterday?
Yesterday was Wednesday, I think. Yeah, it was Wednesday.
So I came back. I gave my cats some pets. Oh, my favorite thing to eat, seafood boil.
Ooh.
That's another thing about me. Oh, you guys are gonna know everything about me by now. I gotta leave something too.
What restaurant, or did you make it at home?
No, I actually. Do you know? We have 2 in town. We have Mr. and Mrs. Crab, and we have Seafood Dock. And I went to the Seafood Dock. That's like next to my house.
We're outing your spot.
Huh?
We're outing your spot.
Oh my God, yes.
There might be like marginally more traffic there.
I know. Yeah, and I live near there too, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what I had last night, and it's sometimes I get those cravings, and when I want a seafood boil, I have to get a seafood boil. Especially yesterday was such a long day. I was with Dr. Lou, who's like the office right next to mine, Dr. Peter Lou, and we left. And he texted me. He was like, "Are you still here?" It was like 7 p.m. I was like, "Yep, still here. Still working." And he was like, "Yeah." And we chatted a little bit about what we're doing, and then I was like, I need to go. So I stayed really late, and then in the car, I was like, you know what? I deserve to spend $60 ridiculous on a seafood boil, so I'm gonna do that. So I just did that.
You gotta do it sometimes. Yeah, everyone has their like spot where it's no matter the price, no matter whatever.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Like, I'm getting the whole 9 yards.
Actually, when I was interviewing at UF, the first day I came, Dr. Curler picked me up from the airport, and then I had lunch with him and Dr. Siddiq, and then it was just a chill day, and then we didn't have anything. The next day was the actual interview, like my seminar and the chats and everything. So that day I went to Mr. and Mrs. Crab. Literally the first day I got here, I was like, okay, I want to make sure if I want to move here, do they have seafood boil places? I want to make sure, so I checked that out. It was okay, it was good, yeah.
What do you call it, love at first sight or like at first sight?
Love at first sight, for sure, yeah.
I was gonna say my go-to spot is, I'm out myself, is Gator China.
What is that?
Okay, it's a Chinese food spot, kind of tucked in the Publix by the golf course.
Ooh.
It's in that shopping center. It's next to like a Domino's and a nail salon, but the family that runs it is very nice, and they're very generous with their portions.
Yep, we love that.
And
we love that, supporting.
I'm a big fan of.
family-owned
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of their General Tso's chicken with the combo platter with pork fried rice and an egg roll. Would recommend.
Yeah, what I really like is that like I'm always on TikTok, right? That's my free time. Another thing that people are gonna know about me. Yeah, brain rot. So one thing that it keeps popping up. It's like this. There's this girl. I don't know her name, but she keeps like. It's like almost every day she posts a video, and she's never out of content. It's all about coffee shops in Gainesville, and apparently there's a lot of them. And every day she posts, and I'm like, damn, there's a lot of coffee shops here, and I do feel like there's a lot of like hidden gems around town, and it's it's not even been a year yet since I'm at UF, so it's just my second semester, so I still have time to see those places.
I would say maybe the place that most people wouldn't like look twice at, but I would recommend is if you ever see a food truck in like parked on the corner of maybe like a gas station or something up on 13th.
Okay.
Just going up, barbecue spot.
Run or go get them?
I drive because you're not It's a lot.
No, but like when you see them,
Oh.
do you run away, or do you actually you're recommending to?
No,
go
I'm
get-
saying recommend. I'm saying go.
Yeah.
There's a
Then
I
put
forgot what
like,
it's called.
You can put like that TikTok sound, like run.
Run. Come with me
Oh my god.
to visit. No.
Day in my life as a professor. Actually, that would be something I would
Yeah.
do. Like day in my life as a college professor, as a 20-something-year-old professor.
One of the original ideas for this show that I threw out, not even the show, but I thought it would be funny, was I would just like show up at your house at like 6:30. I'd find out.
I've seen
And I would-
I've seen those students doing them with their principal.
That seems like, I feel like that's a little scary for you.
Well, Flappy and Ash, who are my cats, will do nothing because they can't defend my life for anything, but they'll just run under the bed. So you're gonna, would be cuddling with the cats, and then they just run away, and you'd just, But I'm a light sleeper, so I'll probably call 911 before you get anywhere near my house.
Because, you know, it was going to be like, oh, just knock at your door at 6:30 and show up with a mic and be like, hey, can I get a tour?
Okay, knocking is good. Okay, good. I thought you're gonna do like again like those students who just
I'm not
she
breaking-
walks into her kitchen and all of her students are there, and then
I'm not going to break and enter. I don't think your cats would unlock the door for me either.
if you give them a bill of treats, they'll sell me for like fancy feasts. So,
What else? Ooh, I was going to ask.
yeah.
I was perusing your LinkedIn profile, and I saw that maybe there was something about maybe you worked at Amazon,
I did.
and I was gonna kind of ask, what was that? Was that an internship? Was that a post grad work that you had, and then you transferred out of that, or how did that play
Okay.
out?
Okay. So Amazon. Okay. So first of all, it was a research scientist internship. It was like a semester. Usually we do in the summer, but then mine was like a bit longer. It was in the fall, so it was pretty good. And it was during my PhD, so it was research scientist intern. So it's mainly research, right? As we're interns, you do that, and so I did mixed methods. And again, if you've taken my class, you should know what's a mixed method. Drop in the comments. Drop in the comments. HFE drop quiz. So I did mixed methods human factors research for Amazon, and I was in the workforce planning science team, which is everyone has a PhD, so it's a science team, and I had people who are economists with us, people who had different backgrounds, ISE backgrounds. It was really, really fun, and do you know what mixed methods is?
I do not know what mixed methods is. I have not.
He has not taken my class,
I'm
but
taking it next semester.
there you go. See you in the fall.
Yeah.
So mixed methods is when you mix quantitative and qualitative work together. So we kind of like sometimes like when I do a study, for example, in eye tracking, like do different design stuff, I'll be like, okay, this setup is really good. Like it gives us better response times. It gives us better accuracy. People committed less failures, like less errors. But that's the quantitative side, which is amazing, right? The eye tracking metrics were like all of them are quantitative. People were looking here, people were looking here. But you never understand why things are working as they're supposed. Like, why is this design better? Like, why did they do well here? Unless you talk to people. So the whole science on like qualitative methods, right? So interviews, surveys, and there's a whole like, we call it like thematic analysis, like actually coding. You code those thematic analysis, basically it means coding of those interviews and seeing if there's certain themes that emerge across different people if they're talking about the same thing and stuff like that. So I did a mixture of both, and basically with the people who, again, human factors, so there's very human centric. So it's basically the people who pick and pack our packages, who we call them the AA, which are the Amazon ambassadors. Actually, they're called ambassadors at Amazon too.
I was gonna ask, does because I've seen something about this at Amazon. Would that go into? Because I know Amazon, they sort their warehouses very much for people that maybe would buy a similar product. They will sort them next to each other, and that's usually based off of either like quantitative data, but also just like human tendency of maybe these things will be needed together. Is that something that you might have worked with, or?
No comment. Hashtag NDA.
There we go.
But no, so like we do have different type of warehouses. We have like I think they're known like I think it was one of the main thing I work with like SSD. It's just there are different types, and what I really liked is like this whole process of like when we hire those ambassadors, the training of them, right? Like I obviously can't talk too much about that project, but like we bring them in and you train them to pick and pack our packages, and how they interact. I don't know if you've seen like inside like the Amazon robotic floors. Like basically it's amazing. Like those robots, like you cannot cross there. Like it's really like you're not supposed to go there. But they the way they behave, it's really fascinating, and they basically come to the person who picks and pack our packages, and they just do certain things with that. So that interaction should be studied definitely. But also I spend a lot of time on the floor, early in the mornings and late at nights to see different shifts because it's like 24/7. So you talk to a lot of the AMs and the OMs, like the area managers and the operations managers there, and I spend a lot of time talking to people, understanding the process. What do you like? What do you don't like? With this machine or with this machine, and like how things go. Yeah.
So
I think SDD. Wait. Same day delivery?
yeah,
We'll fix it.
we'll cut his audio and we'll paste it over.
No, it's been a while. I did it in like 2023. So, yeah. Oh no, actually it is SSD. Sub same day, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, ish. We'll double check.
I was gonna say, speaking of a long time ago, before we started recording, I told Dr. Atweh that I got a haircut before this, which is why I was running a little bit late. So I wanted to show him a photo from his LinkedIn, as we were talking about maybe opinion on this hairstyle currently.
Bruh.
And I'll put it up on the screen.
Oh my god. I love this day.
This was graduation?
It's a couple days before graduation, when I had short hair.
Yeah.
Actually, this day specifically, I have some inside stories about that. Okay, so this picture I was wearing, if you can see the blue shirt, the button-up shirt or whatever, that was the day, like literally a couple hours before, I went to my U.S. Embassy visa interview to come to the States to get my student visa.
Oh yeah. So it's like a 2-in-1.
Yeah. So, and it was also the day where they told us to come and pick up our diplomas, which is this. Again, fun fact, by the way, if you don't know, in Lebanon we don't have addresses. I was chatting with a lot of other faculty, and I told them that once, and they were like shocked. Like, how do you get mail? And I was like, bruh, we don't get mail. Like, we don't have Amazon because we can't do that. And like sometimes when you want to deliver some things, you have to tell them exactly, like, hello, like that restaurant, take a right, keep walking 2 street. Like that's how it goes. It's terrible. But because we don't have addresses, so usually here we just mail us the degrees, right? No, you have to go and pick them up. So we went and I picked them up, and also that's when I took my picture for the alumni ID they give you. But early morning in that day, I was very stressed. I had my student visa interview at the embassy, and many people just either get rejected or they get put in like administrative processing where you never know when you're gonna get your visa. It's really to get it on the spot. So I went in, had a very nice officer, and he asked me a couple questions. I figured I'd like wear white. It's like it's my color. It was very nice, and he was like, "Yeah, congrats, your visa's approved. Just come and get it tomorrow." So I was very, very happy that day. It was such a smooth process, and I'm very, very grateful for that day. But it was that day, literally. Funny enough, you brought that picture up.
It's a good photo then.
Yeah. And that's when the day I went with my other friends. Shout out to Rawan, my best friend in Lebanon. I also took a couple pictures with her. Literally, that's it. We went together and picked up our degrees.
A couple UF stuff about teaching. I was gonna maybe say, what's your like favorite teaching moment you've seen so far? I know you've only been here for a short bit.
Favorite teaching moment?
Or not even moment, just like thing that you've seen happen, or maybe development you've seen, or just seen.
I really like the driving simulator we have downstairs. It's very cool. I've driven in it a couple times. People don't understand. Like, I think they understand. Like in my teaching evaluation, like they ask you to like to write a positive thing about. Everyone's like, he's so passionate. He's so passionate. I feel like I don't have to tell you this, but I feel like I'm just so passionate about teaching. So my favorite moment is literally every day when I go to class.
That's a good answer.
Every day when I go to class is my favorite moment. I love that. On people call me sometimes crazy, like my friends, like my best friend will want to be like, it's a holiday, I'm bored, what am I supposed to do? Like, we can talk about my hobbies as well, but it's like, I wish I'm in class right now. I love my job, and I just I really hate when we like, yeah, I don't come to work or like I don't teach.
Mhm.
Like I want to be in class. I want to talk to students. I want to challenge students, right? Like my expectations are very high from my students. You worked so hard to get here. You have a lot of potential, and my job is to make sure you're working up to that potential and even pushing it even more. So yes, you have to work hard in my classes, but because it is a big university and I believe in you, and that's why I give you those challenges.
I was even gonna add, I think,
And James is a good example of a star student.
I hope so. But no, I was gonna kind of add, I guess when I like maybe as a freshman or sophomore at UF, I kind of wanted as much, not even free time. I just wanted as much like time where I'd have nothing to do. It's like, oh, I can do whatever I want. But as I went through sophomore year into his class last semester, it was kind of like having nothing to do is almost worse than having a lot to do, because if you have a lot to do, you feel more driven, and I feel like it rubs off maybe in how you approach things normally, because I feel like
I'm glad you're saying
like
that.
freshman year I'm not gonna say I'm sit here and be like I'm the laziest person ever.
No,
I definitely
but
was not.
at the same time, if shout out to everyone. I don't know, I respect everyone, you know. It's just like, but yeah, if you're gonna get an A without doing anything, why would you do anything? Yeah. So like, yeah, if people, we're humans, human factors, right? Humans love to take the easy way out and love to just work as minimally as possible. That's just what we're driven to, right? But you have to see the bigger picture here, and the bigger picture is you're here to grow. And I always tell my students this example is that if you're ready to get an ISE degree, the second you become, like if you're the same person going in and going out, then we failed you, right? And if you always go into a class not expecting to work, like if you're not going to work to learn something, then why are you in this class? Because if you're already a level A mastery of the course, then you wouldn't be taking it. So the point is that you know nothing about this specific course and you're working towards learning a lot, and then this learning comes as a good grade after. So if you're ready to be an ISE major with working or like doing nothing, then we would have given you that degree. Like it's not the purpose, right? You're gonna work hard, and again, we push you because we know your potential that got you here. It's literally saying that we know what you have, and that's why we just wanted to come out.
It feels good to succeed. I feel like that's like one of the best feelings as a student is like when it clicks.
An A means something now.
One of the best things I think you come from or you find in these like challenging classes is that like the A means something, and it shows. It's not more of a reflection of you could coast through it, but it's like I did it. I like it's I guess like a metaphor if like you were gonna try to like climb maybe a mountain. Like I mean I like hiking. I go to Colorado.
Cool.
This is some more personal stuff.
Never been to Colorado. I've never been hiking.
Colorado's pretty fun, but I guess like my dad would take us to go hike mountains when we were like 8 or 9 or 10, whatever. And I mean these are big like peaks, and we'd always be like, "There's no way in hell I'm making it up that mountain." There's no way I'm making it up that mountain, but
like no, you can.
All you got to do is take one step, and then after that you just take another. And it's building. It's not digging yourself into a hole where you have to like skyrocket up the thing. It's you just
but also like I can't use that, for example, at all the schools, for example, wherever you teach, right? Like but because I know you can do it, right? You're not setting up someone for failure, right? If I don't know you can do it, then I wouldn't push you that much. But I know that everyone has this potential because you're here, and you deserve to be here, and you deserve to grow. So I'm glad actually hearing you say that, because I've actually had a couple students say that after finishing my classes, like after going through all of that and like this growth and getting an A, it's like I'm proud to say that I got an A. Yeah. So thank you. Yeah.
Like it means something.
It means something. Yeah.
And going a little less from the touchy-feely stuff.
Okay.
I was gonna ask, do you have a best friend at work here at UF?
At work? Best friend is a big,
maybe not best friend, but like
a big word.
Maybe who took you under the wing for
see now that's a different question too. So like so like people who are like mentors and I like to look out to like to come under the wing, like answer questions, obviously Dr. Curley and Dr. B and Dr. Rivera, the chair, also like just almost honestly, it's not just because I'm saying this, but one of the reasons like I came to UF over accepting other offers at other universities, it's really the people. And when I was working with, when I was interviewing, actually, jeez, background noise. When I was interviewing, I had other offers when I came to UF, right? And there's a story. I'm not just saying that to gloat. No. But at the airport leaving UF, I was texting my friend. I was like, "Is this the weird random fit they say when you're looking for a job? It's like the fit with the people." Because already I had other places to go. I never fully felt that fit until I came here. I swear to God, I'm not joking. And then I was like, I love the people. So like really everyone here, whoever I go to, they always give me good advice and they're always willing to help. I really love really all the faculty here. They're all very, very nice and collegial. But yeah, definitely Dr. Curley asks me a lot of questions. He helps me a lot. In terms of friends, like Alex Kazakhkov, Dr. Kazakhkov, Marwan, Dr. Siddiq, definitely. We're really good friends. Dr. Safair, I really like Jorge. I really like everyone, but like yeah, those are Dr. Peter Liu, obviously as well. Who else? In terms of like friends, yeah, those are the people who we go to lunch with. Just text in the group chat, wants to go to lunch. Yeah, but everyone, honestly, everyone is really good. Is a really good colleague. I feel like we do a good job choosing people who can actually fit within what we do, so that everyone is the same vibe.
Going back to my the thing about like earning the A, I actually have a Dr. Kurla story where fall of sophomore year, I was in his VB.net programming class. Notoriously, if you don't know how to code and you show up thinking it's going to be easy, you're not gonna fare well in that class.
Is it the first time you see coding in that class usually?
Unless you had taken it in high school, for ISE. That's like instead of Python, we do Visual Basic, and then that'll get turned into Visual Basic A once we get into DSS. Yeah. Which I haven't taken yet, but that'll
good luck.
Also be next semester.
You're gonna take HFE and DSS?
I think so.
Rip. Yes.
Right now I'm in like ISE Stats, OR1.
Oh yeah. You do need ISE Stats for my class, so make sure you're focusing there.
Project manager.
Professor Landrum is really good at that.
I do like Professor Landrum.
Oh yeah. So I'm not worried from that sense. Yeah.
But Dr. Kurla's class, the first like half of the semester, it was inverted, where it was like lectures were pre-recorded. There was like 14 lectures or whatever. So I was like, oh, this is easy. I just will never go to class.
Oh God.
I will watch the lecture and I'll figure it out, because originally the code is like right up like the gravity equation. Maybe.
Did you pass the class?
I did pass the class first try, but it was like graph, like the ball goes up, ball goes down.
Yeah.
Like, what does that function look like? And I'm like, oh, this is easy because it's like 5 lines of code or whatever. And then I think it was either quiz 3 or no, it was exam 3, I think. Wow. Where again, because lectures had been online and then they switched to in person, I still was not motivated enough to go. I guess I just didn't feel like, oh, I'll be fine, I'll get this.
When was that? What year?
Oh, this was not last fall, sophomore fall. So fall 24.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've grown a lot from there, but in that exam 3, it was dealing with different classes and different like pages of what a script could be, and I was like so out of my depth from just not going and asking questions and being like engaging in class. Yeah. That I got like a 56 or whatever on the exam 3, which is, it tanks your grade enough where it's like, ooh, maybe I'm not gonna.
It hurts. I mean, as a professor, like in my numerical methods, like some people did not pass, and many of those students, they see me on the street right now. Literally happened. It was like, Professor, we miss you. Like, it breaks my heart. I love those students. Like, I love my students so much. It's like people want to understand that we don't give out grades. Like, you earn your grade, right? It's not about how much you like a student, how much, like, whatever you earn, right? Like, that's really it. But I want my relationship with my students to be regardless of that, right? Want them to know that we're on the same team. So, it's also, a professor might be doing something wrong, or they also have to grow in certain areas. But also the student, sometimes they have to see what they're doing and they have to grow from that, and work together. Yeah.
I was gonna say, because after the exam 3, I bombed it. My grades in the toilet, and I was looking. I was like, okay, clearly I need to go to office hours, right?
There you go.
And Dr. Kirla's
Not just before the exam. Yeah.
not just the day of, but Dr. Kirla's office hours were in the morning at like 9:30. And traditionally, I was not an early riser at that point. I am pretty much now, but I was like, I'm gonna get myself to these office hours. I didn't see that they were like Zoom office hours, right? However, he was doing them from his office because that's where he does them from. They're downstairs in this building. And I walked in and he's like, he's like, do you need like help with something? I was like, is this where office hours are? Please.
Did you know what Dr. Kerr looked like before that?
I didn't know what he looked like.
My God.
But I walked, I was like, is this where office hours are? Please. And he was that was one of the most helpful office hours sessions coming back, because I would show up every week after that, and I'd.
Speaking of office hours, let me show you. Last numerical methods, people were just, oh my God. Let me find those pictures. People were sitting on the floor in my office for like office hours.
Was this like before the final, or?
Yeah, but before the final, but like not right away. Before, people were like, especially after the midterm, when they realized they have to start studying. Yeah. so like, well, if you don't study, you're not gonna pass. So people were actually like studying.
When you made us handwrite MATLAB code.
That's not true. It's
sorry, made us fill in the handwritten MATLAB.
Like a couple blanks, please. Don't give misinformation.
I'll try not to.
And wait, tell them what I did for you in the final, though.
I don't believe there was a MATLAB question
Correct.
on the final. The midterm, though, I'm trying to remember what
it was just
the topic was.
Fill in the blank stuff.
I think it was. I can't remember. It's something with the identity matrix.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
But it was better than the practice exam one with cardinality that nobody had seen.
It's in the slide.
It was on one slide in a lecture that I think we skipped the slide too.
No, you're spreading misinformation. I would never. I did not skip that slide, and I went and I told you exactly why do we multiply by 2, and then we add. It's like, the plus minus the negatives, and then the plus minus 0, and then we add 2.
I might have zoned out for that one slide. That's my fault.
I talked about it in depth in the class. Don't listen to that guy. They're like students like sitting on the floor, and like we were like covering Richardson. So like there were people there.
If we get the photo, we'll put it up.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but there's like more photos with like more of them there. But yeah. So
I did never come to your office. I still haven't been.
Which
I think it's rare, because I don't know.
because you were doing.
I picked up the class.
Yeah.
Or that's like
I wanted people to be more engaging in the class like you did in the lecture, because everything I really cover it in a lot of depth in the class, and so, but still, I don't think Ellie even came to my office hours ever.
No.
But he asks the questions in class too.
Love
his energy.
We'd ask a lot of questions.
Love his energy, and I love those questions. Yeah.
But I think it was like the first week or so. I usually not like a talker in class, and after being in class, I was just like, dude, nobody's gonna answer. Like, I don't want to be like, nobody's gonna answer this guy's question, but nobody's gonna answer Dr. Atweh's question. So I was like, I might as well be like the punching bag at least.
It's
not even punching bag, but like, I'll be the one that like just throws out something that maybe someone else thought they wanted to ask.
Also, I've seen some students like be like maybe afraid to ask questions a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like see my personality. I feel like I'm very like
bubbly, right?
Yeah, like goofy, and I say things, and like I don't really mean them in that way. Just like I'll be like for example, when they ask me like questions as like like I don't know, like things that are like from previous classes that are like so like fundamental in the knowledge. I'll be like, how do you not know that? But like I don't mean it like, oh, you're stupid. You're like, no. I'll be like I want to double check first. Did you take it or did you not? And like if we can repeat it, and we do repeat in class, but and my intention is never like that.
No, I think it's a lot of. I think a lot of it is maybe people, based off of like high school, they still have like a fear of being incorrect when saying something out loud.
I love when people make mistakes, especially I want you guys to make mistakes on the material we're taking now, especially in class. I'm not gonna be like, oh, we just talked about it 2 seconds. Why don't you know it?
Yeah.
But yeah, what other questions do you have?
Ooh, let's see.
My
I was
hobbies?
gonna go back to be like being. We can get to hobbies, but I was gonna ask, just because you mentioned it, about like your personality. When I was doing research, I saw that there was an Instagram post when you were at UVA.
Oh my God, is it the O-Stem
And it was the O-Stem post.
Devasish. I always tell them to take that out. I forgot. Is it the sassiest?
I was going to ask, was that your words or their words?
Their words. Am I sassy? I'll take sassy.
I don't think you're sassy. I feel like maybe people might perceive it at first as being like if you
don't know me, you might think it's sassy. But those friends who like they were giving introductions about the O-Stem basically club, and because they know me very well, and I knew that that's gonna pop up at some point. You've done your work.
I tried.
He's done a good job. But yeah, like, apparently I'm the sassiest member, but I'll take sass.
I think it like when it probably most would come across is if, you know, we just go over a concept, and then someone said, "Wait, can you explain this?" And it's the concept. And
that happens. That happens when I go over the concept and then I explain it before people ask me, and then someone else tells me the same question that I just explained. Not right away. Not right away. No, if people don't get something, I explain once and twice. But oh my God, something that happens in class the other way. I was like,
It's like you spend like 5 minutes explaining, and someone asks, "Wait, what about this?" It's the same thing.
And then I ask the same thing, and that was fine. And then the same question is same thing. But again, I'm not mad. It's just my personality. That's just it. People are misunderstood.
Wait, I think I can fit this in here because we're talking about O-Stem. I have a gift for you.
Really?
Would you like to hold this microphone?
Yes. Oh my God, I'm scared.
It's been sitting here the whole time.
It's been out for a while. Is this healthy?
Yeah. On your Instagram, it said what your favorite dessert was, so I made.
Oh my God!
Crepes.
How did you know that? It's from this post.
Post.
I don't like sweet stuff at all except crepes. Oh my God, how do you know? But like you've done, but like oh my God, that's like so niche. Okay.
Dr. Atweh, we have to know. I'm like Nardwar.
Impressed. Yeah, I'm impressed. Yeah, maybe we need to talk. Maybe we can make it like co-president or something. Relax.
Maybe.
Can I take those to my office and then
I'll
email you to get the
I'll
plate
get the plate later.
But do you want some?
If you want to like do a live taste test right now and
Oh
tell me if I'm good at cooking, because I made these.
So what's the chocolate in there?
It's Bon Mamam hazelnut spread.
But I think it says in the post what chocolate I like.
It says Nutella.
It says Nutella.
This stuff is I would argue better, but we can let the.
Oh my God, you put the strawberries too.
I did. I didn't get bananas because I was in there.
This is good. This is good.
I made the crepes homemade yesterday.
Homemade. Those are really good.
Oh yeah. Feel free to share with whoever else. Don't share, but feel free to tell them.
I will tell them
that if you do an ISEA interview, maybe you'll get your food.
No, have people do it.
Gatekeeper.
Yeah, just do it for the fun of it. Then for that, but I'll definitely be taking that, and
then I'll have to come see your office when I pick up the plate.
I think I might have to put them back in this fridge because we're taking a faculty candidate to dinner later, so I can't keep them in my car for so long. But I'll come back for them tomorrow.
It's pretty fun to make too, honestly. Yeah. And crepes are like 5 or 6 ingredients.
I was in Chicago the other day, and no, I was in New York City actually, and I was craving those and seafood boil. Those two things. When I crave them, I have to get them. And again, I don't eat sweet a lot. Actually, never, except Nutella crepes with banana and strawberries. Yep. And I was craving them so much, and I was like telling my friend, I was like, let's go and then find a place. We ate that shit up, and it was let's leave that. And it was so good. Oh my God.
We're in college. You can swear, I think, maybe.
All my students, no, we can't swear, but all my students
not allowed to
swear in my office hours. Be like, I don't care.
We can start. Do you have anything else that you wanted to maybe touch on, or?
I mean, did you want to ask you the hobbies question?
Well, yeah, we can end with
whatever else you can. Well, I don't care. Like we have 6 minutes is a long time.
I was gonna make you guess the sound of planes because I heard you can do that, but that could be an urban myth.
No, it's the shape of the plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna play you like the sound of a Boeing 737.
Oh, I was like, if you gave me a 737 or like an A320, I would have guessed that.
Okay. I'll send you like an audio file on your email and just like no context one day.
Yeah, but you can Google a random picture and you can give me the picture and I can guess.
Alright.
I'm a huge aviation geek. Huge aviation geek. I use plane spotter here too. So.
Do you do like the plane tracker where you're like
Flight Radar 24?
Yeah.
Also, like every time I fly, I have the ATC like record like basically the live thing, so I watch them talk to each other.
Let's spoil. I have to save it to my thing because it just says it in the search bar up top. I guess the plane is just like the name. All right.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if this works. I'll put this. This will be on the screen.
Oh my God, it's a Cessna.
It is a Cessna. Do you know what model?
That
That's like a little. That's still too much.
that's too much. But I thought you were gonna give me a commercial plane.
No.
Oh.
It's the
Yeah.
plane.
Okay.
Okay, so myth half true. Sound.
Did they say sounds? I don't like. It's not sounds.
What do I have in my notes?
No. It's not your fault. Probably their fault. Yeah.
I saw planes. I think I might have. Maybe I misread the post. I think it was
But I
also.
mean, like, yeah. If you give me like the commercial ones.
I think that was also OSTEM.
Oh, yeah, it was. But I don't know if it's the sound.
They gave me every like little tidbit about.
Yeah. Okay, let's end up with hobbies.
All right. What are your hobbies to do like doing around Gainesville?
I don't know.
or
I don't know
just
about
in general.
around Gainesville. Okay.
There's no hobbies in Gainesville. In general.
Yeah. Okay. I like a lot of things, right? So I like spending time. I don't know if that's a hobby, but I love spending time with my cats a lot. Shout out to Ash and Flappy. Yep, they're right here, cuddling. Here, there's Ash, who's a kitten, and I have Flappy, who's like a 4-year-old. But I also one of my main things that I love to do, regardless of what we're doing, I love hanging out with friends. I'm such a social butterfly. I love talking to people, and I don't care what we're doing as long as I'm hanging out with friends. Yes, text me, let's go do something. Like I love that all the time. If I want to do something on my own, I love the outdoors. I want to explore a lot more of the springs. I went to the springs like in December. It was really fun. And I love hiking. There's a lot of hiking spots in Charlottesville, in Virginia, and that it grew on me a lot. But the main thing that I love to do is I'm a gamer, so I love to play. This is so weird. When we were growing up in Lebanon, we used to play this game called Counter-Strike. Have you heard of it?
No, it's CS:GO. Is.
You know, okay, it's not CS:GO though.
It's
It's
like the original Counter.
yeah, it's like 1.6.
Before global. Offensive.
Before CS:GO, my friends saw it, I love it, but I love the original
I was
ones.
gonna put this in my class. I was gonna say, do you play games?
Yeah, I do. So the funny thing is that I still play CS up to this day, and sometimes every day almost that I have a couple friends who I never met in person. That's how it goes. We just hop on Discord or Steam and we just talk to people and play, and sometimes hours and just some CS stuff. And I love Counter-Strike. Oh, also my hobby, if I'm just chilling and I want to shut my brain off, doom scrolling on TikTok. Yep, I'm on there. So if you're ever gonna post something about me, I'm gonna see it. And also like sometimes I go to Yik Yak FYI, if you're posting there, your professors might be on there too. But no, like I like all the trends, everything that's popping up, like I'm just on top of
You're
it.
tapped in?
Oh yeah, locked in. And it's so fun. And I waste my time on purpose. Like I wanna sit there and waste hours just scrolling on TikTok. Like I want that. Like I'm
wanna
not
get out of like productive mode, just, like,
yeah, I want that.
syncs, like-
Yeah, I want that. I want to scroll. I want to see things. I want to see videos. I want to see trends.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
I guess that's like the modern day. I don't want to call it reading the newspaper because that's disingenuous. but,
Yeah,
like,
but like still, I also love watching TV shows a lot. I love watching. My favorite. It's probably a tie between Friends and Schitt's Creek. I really.
If we were gonna go favorite shows, mine. I rewatched Better Call Saul recently.
I haven't seen that one.
It's a little bit of like not like a basic, but
I'm
it's
gonna
like.
use my "I'm not from the States" card, which I use a lot. Many
But it's
people.
the sequel show for Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. I've
Which
heard of
is
Breaking
also
Bad,
good.
and I started a couple episodes and I didn't like it. So same with
gotta-
Stranger Things, I think.
Stranger Things, I wouldn't recommend anymore. This ending's tanked, but the first season of Stranger Things is good.
I finished New Girl recently too. I like all
Have not.
the cliches.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because there's a lot of other shows in Lebanon. Same thing with like favorite singer. Like it's not just America, y'all, right? There's a lot of other singers out there that like I have a lot of favorite Lebanese singers. Obviously, like no, you guys don't know about them, so Yeah.
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 What am I watching currently?
I want a new show, so if you have some recommendations, please.
I'm watching Dark, which is a German show that people say it's like not like Stranger Things, but it's the same like mystery horror aspect of it is surrounding like it's not kids but it's like a high school where
Have
like
you seen?
but it's like involves time travel.
Have you seen Orphan Black?
I've not.
It's a good show, but it's not a show like Friends or Schitt's Creek where you can like put in the background and like it's you wanna lock in and watch it. It's so good, so good.
I'll check it out.
It's really really good. It's about like cloning and it's really cool.
That's why I haven't watched too many episodes of Dark though, is because I don't want to watch it in English. So if I'm watching it, I have to be reading the subtitles. And usually when I'm like gonna watch a show, it's either I'm making breakfast or dinner, because that's when I have the most free time.
I still can't believe you did the crepes.
Great, it was fun. I have a lot of leftovers, so I'm gonna go home and make some of my own.
I'm obsessed.
But I was gonna ask, and this is going back to Counter-Strike. Do you open cases? Are you a case opener, or do you gamble?
I don't.
Oh.
Do you?
No, I don't play CS:GO, but I know that some people.
No, we're doing it illegally here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they open the case. You're trying to get the gold knife.
Yeah.
Or the skins.
So like I'm in a server that has their own skins and they're really cool stuff. And if you have Steam, then you're a VIP member and stuff like that. So you get a lot of like nice skins. But don't forget, CS. This is the original like 1.6. It's the old one. So like like I have like another like regular laptop or something. It doesn't like make any sounds. Like it's not even big on the computer. Like it's nothing fancy. But I love it. It's my happy place.
I think the last game, I don't know if you know about this game, but I played. Do you know Hollow Knight? Have you heard of Hollow Knight?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
No, it's very fun.
I'm not from here.
It's like, do you know what Dark Souls is?
Yes.
Okay. Imagine Dark Souls, but it's 2D, and it's like more of like, it's not a platform, but it's like that roguelike Metroidvania where it's like you don't have everything at the start, and you have to go around the map discovering new abilities. Yeah. And then you fight bosses to unlock the new abilities to get to new areas. So the map, you can technically
Where do you play that on?
It's on Steam.
Okay.
Very good.
Because I also have a Switch, but
you can also play it on the Switch.
I have a Switch, and what's that name of that game where I also obviously play Pokemon Unite as well on my Switch, but I rarely play on my Switch anymore. But
game on the Switch you're trying to think of? Yeah.
Where you fight people and there's like it's a very famous one, but
Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros.
No. I can't remember their name for the life of me, but
like a fighting game.
Yes.
Street Fighter?
No.
Tekken?
No. You'll get it though. Keep going. It has like many versions, but
Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
There's only like 3 fighting.
I know. That was cool too. I really liked that one.
Yeah.
Grew up on Disney Channel, unfortunately. So, especially like the real life people think, not much the cartoons. So, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Sweet Life on Deck, That's So Raven, Wizards of Waverly Place, Hannah Montana.
I was more, I think, a Cartoon Network kid. So
Cartoon Network was also good. We have something called Space Tune, which is very like Arabic, and it was good.
But I watched some classic kid show that like I grew up like Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Amazing World of Gumball. I
I haven't seen those because like that was when I was not young anymore. Yeah. But I've heard of those. And
Steven Universe I've watched.
I haven't heard of that one. I used to watch Impossible.
Yeah. Penguins of Madagascar.
I've heard of that one.
That's fire show.
Okay.
Cool. But that's like definitely meant for me when I was 5 or 7, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But I think that's about all I got for you.
Maybe we can do a part 2 in 2 years, so we'll have some new stuff to talk about.
Before I graduate.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming
on.
The first episode of the incredibly short episode series.
Starting off strong.
Not too short, it seems. I might have to workshop the title.
It doesn't matter.
But
know your professor.
The clip you see will probably be incredibly short, which is because we're gonna. I guess the goal will be to dice it. If it's a big, because we can't put this long of a video on it.
Videos,
like on the Instagram, you can't put this long of a video. So what I might do is like cut out segments and be like, this is when we talked about HFE, this is when we talked about Amazon, this is when we talked about this one, and then I got you crepes, this is when CSGO. We probably won't, the CSGO
There's
stuff,
a lot of things we didn't talk about. Yeah.
they probably won't let me post any of like the gaming stuff on the full ISE channel, but that'll be, we'll have the long
Who's gonna
form.
let you post?
I don't know, that, who runs the account? It's gonna be me and you talking about CSGO and Mortal Kombat for 10 minutes. I'd watch.
Yeah, I'd watch. But yeah, that's all about it.
That's
Don't
all we
forget to
got.
follow and like and all this
Yeah.
stuff associated with
Plug
that.
plug your office, plug your classes. Where can we find you?
Can find me in Weil Hall 477. I teach HFE, numerical methods, graduate human factors, system design, aux safety, just a semester probably. What else I teach? Human factors applications, right? And highly encourage you to go into the human systems track. It's such a beautiful track. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
Of
again,
course.
and I hope you enjoy the rest of your crepes.
Thank you. That was so good. Okay.